You're not on your end at all. Did you? Okay. Wait. All right, now there.
How about that? Oh, whoa. Now I'm really, hi there, sweetie. Now I'm really in the room. Okay, how am I? Okay, we're good? Yeah, excellent, thank you. It'll be all right. They'll figure that out. All right, here we go. They'll be all right. Check. Okay, Ryan, do your thing there, buddy.
You're asking the wrong person. You're asking the wrong person. You might have had a smartphone longer than I have, so I waited a long time to get
Look
one.
at you, how pretty. Hi, sweetie. It's so good to see you. I don't know why they would ever call women's shoes mules, but that's what they call them, right?
That's right.
I'm like, only man would do that. Hey, Miss Susan. It's good to see you. Hey, thanks for being with us. We're always grateful to have you out there. It's like this other layer of support to the community, and we're grateful that you're part of that. Everything that's going on in the community, of course, you can check out at www.unityofflagstaff.org. Today, we're going to talk about acceptance versus tolerance. Yeah, we're going to have some fun with that. Happy Pride Month, my friends. Be sure and share this link. Be sure and leave a comment. Sam loves to talk to you on YouTube. Thank you again. And remember, you can support us on the donate page at www.unityofflagstaff.org. Be blessed, my friends.
Latin today, I don't know why. Got kind of Santana vibes. I don't know why we got Santana vibes going on this morning.
I'm loving it.
It's where the brain went.
How many people loving it? Loving it? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I asked him if he was busy on Sunday, but Santana was tied up. So, yeah, round of applause. I agree. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Okay, I'm almost ready. Here we go. And let's get on our feet this morning and let's sing a little Up Above My Head. Welcome to Unity of Flagstaff. I'm Reverend Penni Honey. Come on in. Thank you, Ryan. This is a call and response. So we're going to kill my microphone there, Sam.
All right. So there is a caveat here with this. Wow, I say that very Southern, and I'm not. A caveat. Wow. I don't know where that came from. So you see the first chunk, the first text box that says 2 times? That I say up above my head, and you sing up above my head. I sing up above my head, you sing. Okay, I hear music in the air, and you sing, I say you hear music in the air. Get it? But the second text block, we all sing in unison. You'll catch it after probably the first, second, maybe third, fourth, fifth time. Okay. and if we don't, we've always got more Sundays. in theory. That's the hope.
Always got more Sundays. I love that. Here we go.
Up above my head, up above my head, I hear music in the air.
Hear music in the air.
Up above my head,
Above my head.
I hear music in the air.
Hear music in the air. All together.
Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Well, I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. I saw dawning recognition. I think we all get it maybe now, hopefully. Ready? Up above my head, I hear music everywhere. I hear above my head, I hear singing everywhere. That's the words, right? Up above my head, I hear singing everywhere. Good. Oh, I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. All in this room, I hear music in the air. All in this room, I hear music in the air. Here's the unison part. All in this room, I hear music in the air. Well, I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. Let's try it again one more time to make sure we got under our belts. All in this room, I hear music in the air. All in this room, I hear music in the air. All in this room, I hear music in the air. Well, I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. All right. We've implanted it into your consciousness now. We'll add it to the... All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Please find your way to your seats as you are able. Good morning. I gotta explain it though. There's a slight explanation. Make your way to your seats. Boom, two, two. Make your way to your seats. Make your way to your seats.
Here we go.
Make your way to your seats. Sit down right now. I gotta go to Denny's after this, 'cause I'm feeling kinda hungry. I had a very light breakfast. It was oatmeal. All right.
Oh, come on, round of applause, right?
So, I've been a lot of people in my short life, and for a long time I was in youth ministry at a Christian church for a number of years. And it's interesting because Penni was asking for songs for this theme, and it was insane because I was like, well, I got a song from about 10 years ago.
Let's honor the room. Thank you. Let's honor the room. Thank you. Go ahead.
I had a song from about 10 years ago, and I'm like, well, I got to go relearn this. And so I found a video from 10 years ago of me playing this song, and Ryan was very, very little. But it comes from this idea. It was not this picture. This is probably about 20 plus years ago. But the song comes from a quote from St. Francis of Assisi. He goes, "Go and spread the gospel throughout all the lands, but use words if you have to." And I've always liked that quote and that idea. And I've gone a lot of different places since then, but that idea stuck with me. I need to focus.
Focus.
An open heart and a steadfast ear is a safe place to land. For when your empty light comes on and you've done all you can, and though you may have doubt and fear, you are always welcome here. Though you may have been lost, these arms mean you're found. And all I can see is what you can be, and all you really need is a friend. Compassion, grace, and a little free food is what the whole world needs. Spread this good news everywhere, and salvation you will see. Live this life with a loving plan, and then the kingdom will be at hand. All I can see is what you can be, and all you really need is a friend, is a friend, is a friend. There's no way that I could say just what you mean to me, but watch the actions of my heart and maybe you will see. See, I have wandered quite a while just to see your silly smile. All I can see is what you can be, and all you really need. And all I can see is what you can be, and all you really need is a friend. I had to relearn that from my own self. It was just a weird sensation.
So Ryan and I were talking about music, and he sent me this one. He said, this is from Baby Ryan. Baby Ryan musician, right? Because he was so young when he wrote it. So that's 18. Why we had the picture. 18, yeah. You're a little older than 18 there. But
you know, I don't look much older 18 than you there, honestly.
So welcome to Unity of Flagstaff. Good morning. It's a joy to be with you. It's a joy to be in community. And here in this community, we support a simple idea: respect and compassion for ourselves and for each other and for all those humans out there. And sentient beings. All sentient beings. Let's go with that, right? And all are welcome here. We hope that you will find a way to find your expression. If not here, find it somewhere. And we, of course, here at Unity are based on prayer. If you are in need of prayer today, where are my prayer partners? Thank you for that. They will pray with you in our beautiful, ready to receive you, Helen Hudgens Farrell Serenity Room. They're here to support you in prayer, celebrations, prayer needs. If that's not comfortable, leave that for us in the prayer box over here in the corner. And there's always 1-800-NOW-PRAY. 24/7 Silent Unity. Prayer works. When I ask you that question again, remember when what you now have was just a prayer request? Remember that? So let's do some of that. We say thank you, Spirit. We open this time, this space. We open our minds. We soften our hearts. We say thank you, Spirit. We feel the gentleness of your presence. We feel the joy of that presence. And we give thanks. Every heart, every mind that hears these words, that celebrates this music, finds a place of peace and healing. This is the truth of who we are. And so we're just going to let it be. Amen. It is now my honor and my pleasure to introduce our newest platform assistant, Marcia Wiesner. Congrats and thank you, Marcia, for all that you do in this ministry. I have a little did you know about Marcia. Did you know that Marcia was the first female bicycle repair person and salesperson here in Flagstaff? Come on! I thought that was cool.
I thought it was cool, too.
Thank you again. Thank you again, Marcia.
Thank you, Cosmic Cyclist, for teaching me how to work on bikes.
Yeah.
And how to actually walk up to someone and say, how can I help you? So, happy National Cheese Day, everyone. And now for the best part of the service, which is gratitudes and prayer requests. Would anyone care to share a gratitude or a prayer request with us? Yes.
My gratitude is for a wonderful, wonderful day I had yesterday with all the friends and family and everybody that came to our garage sale. So it was such a success and fun and from the time I got there until I left. So thank you, everybody, for making a great day.
Yay, us. And yay, you, Laura. You should see her buzzing around. Between her and Barbara, I said, I'm going to have to give a Salesman of the Year award. Thank you, all of you that volunteered for that. It was a great day.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to say.
Go ahead.
I wanted to thank everyone that donated things, first of all, and then those that were able to help us Thursday and yesterday. We did have a lot of fun. I particularly want to thank Shar Snipes, who isn't here. I'm sure she's in recovery. We were so exhausted by the end of that garage sale yesterday, so I'm sure she's still just probably in a nice hot Epsom bath.
I know I was yesterday evening.
But it was wonderful to have Laura there for Thursday and Saturday. Barbara was quite the salesperson. Mary Cuskin was also there. And, of course, Helen and Michael were there. And Marcia was a big part of it, carrying things from here to there, to here, to there, to here, there. So
The tables
it
are
was
all back in
was
place
quite an
here.
event, and we've all decided we probably don't want to do it again. But we,
But it was fun while it lasted.
but we had a great time together, and we need to do some more together things like that. So that's me.
So I have pine needles that need to be raked. That could be a real together. Thank you, Sue. Thank you. It was a great day. And really, the value in the day was the connection and the community. And the bottom line, that typically is always true.
Anybody else? Yes. Oh,
We're going to pick up that trash on the highway a week from yesterday,
Excellent. Next Saturday.
next Saturday.
What time?
About 9 o'clock, we're going to meet out there where we used to meet. I forget what kind of a gas station it is, at Continental Country Club and I-40. And we'll go out there and we'll make that place look a whole lot better than the place. However, we will not go too far away from the highway because there are some homeless people that live there, and we don't get too close to that.
We let it be and bless them on their way. Thank you, Michael.
Hi. I have a prayer request for my friend Sakaya Sue. Her brother passed away recently, and she just received his ashes recently. And today is his, I guess, memory. Yeah, memory of him. And he had a lot of cats. He was from the East Coast. And the specific prayer is that the cats all find homes. I think it was 17 plus 12. But he was a nice man. He took care of cats. He cared about cats. So I pray that the cats find a home. And I know he's at peace.
Remind me his first name.
It's John. They called him JT.
Okay. So, Jane, we are affirming with you, with your friend, with JT and his forward-going journey, peace. And we see that around all those little animals. We know that the perfect people are showing up right now, and they're all just going to be loved.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to share this, but on Mother's Day, I came very close to choking to death. It was a very kind of near-death experience, and it was really intense. It took me, a number of days to recover from that, but it's made me really look at my life, and I have this odd psychic thing that happens to me before someone I know dies, is that I feel it coming for a month to 2 months before it happens. And so I had that for about 2 weeks. I felt that feeling that's happened my entire life. And then I didn't die. And so I'm thankful to still be here. And it's really made me look at everything in another perspective.
We're glad you're here, too. Truly. And we're affirming with you that experience. What a gift. All of us remembering that it is a gift to be on this planet. And thank you for reminding us. And we're really glad you're here.
It made me realize,
Like that.
we can be going just like that. Very
We feel that, don't we?
I have a experience recently. A friend of mine that I used to work with at Star School, her husband just passed away, and she's about my age, and he was 34, and he just died of a sudden aneurysm, and they asked me to come play for the memorial service. And they have a 3-month-old, and so just kind of thoughts for them. It was just, they gave me the out to just play the song and leave, and that's exactly what I did. And it was just tremendously sad, and lovely, lovely gal, and just
What is her first name, right?
Vonda.
Vonda.
And so just kind of wondering where they go from here, because it's they were in a similar position in life, and so he just suddenly was gone. So one of those things.
We get reminded, don't we?
Yeah.
So we're holding Vonda and their family and their friends in the light. And remembering that in this, they teach us that love transcends all dimension. And love brings you back to us, dear one.
So I have two gratitudes or celebrations. The first one is I just got back from visiting my family in California for a few days and had a wonderful time. And I'm so grateful for the healing around family of origin is what it is. And I'm just grateful for having a really nice visit with my family. So I'm grateful for that. And I just this morning watched my granddaughter's first dance recital on a video, and she killed it. I mean, she's like younger than any of the other ones. Like she's only 3, and most of them are like at least 4. And she was like on it more than any of the other kids. I mean, I'm saying she's a prodigy.
That's not a grandma.
I'm just going to say
That's
right
not
now,
a
she's
grandma
a prodigy.
talking.
So she's just amazing, and
Is she available for Sunday mornings?
I'm sure she would. She seems like a ham.
Yeah,
I
we
think
could
she
work
would
something
say
out.
yes.
You could use somebody on top of things around.
Yeah, right. We could use somebody that knows what's going on around here. Thank you, Trina. We're celebrating that with you. And we all feel that. Families of origin, adopted families, whatever they are, we feel that. And we also feel the healing, and we know it's possible, and we're celebrating that with you. Yeah, we are. Oh my, get me that Zoe in here on a Sunday morning.
Anyone else?
Keith. Hang on, Keith. We don't want to miss a word you have to say. There we go.
Well, I'm in transition too, but nothing like what the previous people are going through. I'm just moving across town from the peaks to the bluffs.
Oh.
So.
Wow, congratulations, Keith. That's a big deal. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah? We're just supporting you in discerning that and making that big decision. And we're here to help you with that, too. We all know how to pack. We proved that yesterday at the garage sale. So, Keith, we're affirming that this time is easy for you. You know that you're loved. You know that you're held in the palm of God's hand. And you know that you are supported and cared for right here. Right? You know that. All right.
Okay, thank you for sharing. We're grateful for the power that we all have in prayer and the words spoken and unspoken here today. We affirm that each condition, person, and situation is an expression of the divine. In prayer, we claim love, wisdom, healing, and wholeness. And so it is, and so we let it be. All right, let's bring up unity principle number 5, and let's say this together. It is not enough to understand spiritual teachings. Let's live the truth we know. Okay. Did anybody who was here today leave the Ken Kai's Living Love CD or give it to? You did. Oh, that took me back. Eve Watson taught us a workshop in Living Love, and that changed my life. The basic premise was your negative emotions don't come from what happens outside. Your negative emotions don't come from what happens outside. So let me read a little thing from one of his books. This may appear to be about soup, but it's about so much more. Suppose your friend Mary makes fish chowder and puts in a lot of pepper. Suppose also you cannot enjoy chowder when it has that much pepper. You tell her this. Suppose Mary replies that it's better to put the pepper in when it's cooking so that it can blend in. If you work from the power level of consciousness, you will get into an argument and point out that it tastes just as good when the pepper is added by each individual. Then Mary will mirror your uptightness, and soon love, peace, and serenity have temporarily departed. If instead Mary accepts your attempt to dominate the situation, she may leave out the pepper but feel resentful toward you. You will have less pepper, but you may also have less love with your meal. Now, suppose you handle the pepper problem with the complete knowledge that love and expanded consciousness are always enough. You have previously communicated your preferences. If Mary serves the hot chowder again, you may test it and then concentrate on enjoying the people, the salad, and everything else around you. Just steer your ship around the rock gently and lovingly. Don't put out any feelings that could make Mary uncomfortable because you are sacrificing yourself and not eating the chowder. If you can love Mary just as much when she does not follow your request to leave out the pepper, it's very likely that your love and expanded consciousness will enable you to enjoy the unpeppered chowder the next time. For Mary is a conscious being, and she will notice that you're not eating the chowder. She will also notice your complete acceptance of this. This is all about marriage. My God. All right.
She said that, I didn't.
She may begin to feel that, although she prefers putting the pepper in when the chowder is cooking, she has a greater preference for your enjoying the chowder. If you can keep your consciousness from the power center, you will help Mary stay away from her power center. And what if Mary does not choose to make the chowder with less pepper? You simply accept that as being a part of the here and now. You're not supposed to be eating chowder when she fixes it. This is not a great sacrifice. You may not be enjoying chowder, but you are enjoying love and serenity, which are far more nourishing than any chowder could be. That's living love.
And it's her debut. Yay, Marcia. Very nice. All right. Can we have the lights down, please? That was awesome. And it was about soup. Yay, you. So cool.
My heart is open and my mouth is closed. Pain and fear, no, I don't need those. Sunset, sunrise, seeing this world with my own two eyes, it's tough, but it is good. All is well. All is well. All is well with my soul. Wake up early, gonna eat good food. I'm gonna spread this love. That's what I'll do for you and for me. I will love my neighbor, I will lend a hand. I will make this earth a sacred land for me and for you. All is well. All is well. All is well with my soul. With my soul. You better change right now like you know you should. You better change right now. Be some earthly good. Take a chance and fall in love with everyone. All is well. All is well. All is well with my soul, with my soul.
All is well. Right here, right now, we are grounded in the safety and the comfort and the beauty of community. And all is well. We start with that tiny point of light within. See it. Recognize it. Hold it lightly. Hold it with sacredness. And see its power within you. We see that light spreading out from us. It is now swirling and embracing this room, connecting with all the light that is being shared. Feel that energy. Feel that knowing. Feel that peace. And as that light grows and continues to expand beyond these walls, we see it enfolding, surrounding all in the universe. And let's stay there for a moment. Let's rest with that in the silence. And as that light continues to unfold and embrace the human race on this planet, all sentient beings feeling its healing and its love and its joy and its connection, we start to pull that energy back into the depths of our divine nature. And we feel that universal healing. We feel that connection and the strength and the knowing. And we bring it in. And we say, thank you, Spirit. All is well. And so we're going to let it be. We're just going to let it be.
many of you may know this as an Elvis Costello tune, but young Ryan and adult Ryan was an insomniac. He would stay awake at night, and DirecTV had these wonderful concert series. You know, you'd have different bands, and one of them was Nick Lowe, who's a great, great British singer-songwriter who's done everything, played on everybody's album. And I knew the hymn version of it first. I heard it about 1 in the morning on DirecTV, my headphones in. I've always loved this song, but then I heard the Elvis Costello song, and it made me, I never knew that version. So me knowing this song is thanks to me having insomnia, so. As I walk this wicked world, searching for light in the darkness of insanity. Oh yeah, I ask myself, is all hope gone? Is there only pain and hatred and misery? Oh yeah. And each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I want to know. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Ooh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? As I walk through troubled times, my spirit gets so downhearted sometimes. Where are the strong? And who are the trusted? And where is the harmony, sweet harmony? Oh yeah, 'cause each time I feel it slipping away, just makes me want to cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Ooh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Where are the strong? And who are the trusted? And where is the harmony, sweet harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?
That really was fabulous, actually. Yeah, what is so funny about that, right? Nipa Nivya. Nipa Nivya. Say that with me. Nipa Nivya. No fear, no hate. It's a great Sikh saying, and I thank Bruce Higgins for sharing a really cool link when I told him what I was talking about this week. And you know, any time that you have an idea of what you'd like to hear in this room on a Sunday morning, something that you feel we need to be teaching into, having a conversation about, send that to me. Now, it may not show up immediately, but it's planting seeds, and I appreciate that from this community. You are my inspiration. You are. So thank you. No fear, no hate. Boy, that is a freeing feel, isn't it? Feel that for a minute. No fear, no hate. The core idea in the Sikh tradition is that we all have the same light, that we're all interconnected, and we all have this shared sense of humanity. Sound familiar? And we are all able to hurt one another when we fail to see that light. Happy Pride Month. That's where we're at this month. And it opens a whole host of conversation. And as I sat with that leading up to this particular Sunday, there were lots of opportunities for lots of different things to choose from around that. And what kept coming back for me was acceptance versus tolerance. Now, when I looked that up, thank you.
It's actually canned. Don't be so impressed. Penny's not bringing down the heavens
careful.
to us. Not yet. we rehearsed that.
Yeah. So let's say it again. Acceptance versus tolerance. There you go. Oh, it's good to be me. So Simran Jeet Singh Hadar, who is the author of The Light We Give, How Sikh Wisdom Can Transform Your Life. It was a book that he wrote in 2012 after the shooting in the Sikh temple in Oak Creek, Wisconsin. And so what I'd started into, before we were thunderously laughing, was there were a lot of options around Pride Month to speak into. You know, there's the political piece of it. That's a nice one. Not. There's the personal piece of it. And I'm just really 62 years old, and this is a new world, and I'm still learning. So, okay, probably not that one. But what I kept coming back to was acceptance versus tolerance. And when you look it up on the internet, that's not a new thought. I wasn't the first one to have it. Darn it. What I know is I was tapping into a lot of really amazing consciousness as I started researching this. Because acceptance versus tolerance is not unique to the LGBTQ plus community. Acceptance versus tolerance is not unique to our communities of color. It is not unique to even 62-year-old white women. I felt it. Have you? Have you ever felt that somebody was just tolerating you? I hope it hasn't been in this room. Some days, maybe. And you know what it feels like when somebody says, and even doesn't, they don't even have to say it. I accept you for exactly who you are. I see only light in you. And I may not like the way you put the toilet paper roll on the roller. I may not like the food you eat. I may not like the fact that you wear cosmetics that animals have been tested. And I don't like that very much. But I can accept the fact that you are a divine child of God. And I accept that that is what connects us. And we will find similarities from there. Now, there's no place for fear. The fear that you might see who I am. The fear that we aren't the same, that we don't agree. The fear, which then leads right into, well, I just don't like you anymore. You don't see the world the way I see it. You don't understand. And we move into hate. And we even blow right past tolerance sometimes. We don't even stop at tolerance. We just go right to hate. Acceptance is when you know what the light of God looks like, because you can see it in the people around you and you see it in yourself. Acceptance is a gift that we give to ourselves when I can soften my heart and open my mind, and not just for the people around me, but for me. For me. When I am in a place of acceptance for me, and I hear or see that you understand that, I have a different day. I can be a different person on that day. Now, originally I had added surrender versus giving. When I got into this topic, I realized there's not enough room on Sunday morning for all of those. So I took it off. I love being the one that gets to do that. Because this conversation about acceptance versus tolerance is a big conversation. And the conversation of surrender versus giving up is a big conversation too. And I'll guarantee you we're going to have it. But not today. Today, we are here to talk about what acceptance and tolerance look like and how one impacts. Sam's going, there she goes with the camera. I have something I want to show you. This chart shows the hate crimes in 2021 in the United States. I want you to notice that the race, ethnicity, and ancestry was the largest percent of those hate crimes in 2021. From New York to Los Angeles, hate crimes continued to rise in major American cities. And with preliminary police data showing that at least 6 metropolitan areas recorded levels that had not been seen since 1990. And they have continued to increase. You want to know why we're having this conversation about acceptance and tolerance? It's probably not because anyone in this room has any issue with that, right? I can walk up to any situation and say, yeah, I'm good with that. I can accept that. That is so not true. There is a little part in my brain that goes, what does yours sound like? There's a little part. Still, and I will say this out loud, there is still a little part of me from Southern Illinois in a little remote area that pops up in my brain when I see a biracial couple. I'll admit it. But I have moved past that, thank you, God, or whoever was involved in that. I have moved past that and have found so much more peace in the world and so much more joy in seeing these beautiful couples, all couples, across the planet. Any place in your brain that goes, any place that you know that maybe you're in a place of tolerance rather than a place of acceptance? Any place? You don't have to say it out loud. You just don't have to say it out loud. But it's that thinking. I'm pointing that way. It's that thinking. When we let those little places stay unresearched and uninvestigated and not looked at because it's not comfortable. They're not fun conversations. How am I going to handle Pride Month? Who am I going to make unhappy? Who's not going to like me? Who's going to think I didn't do it enough? Nobody in this room. But somebody out there might. Somebody out there in my life might. And if I don't start to practice acceptance of myself, I have not exercised that spiritual muscle to do it for the people around me. Is there a place in your life that you're not accepting who you are? Is there a place? Are there places in your life that you go, oh, I just wish, not that. I don't like that part. I'm not going to get into any descriptions about what that might be. But we have those places. And that is the exercise of just tolerance rather than acceptance. It's in the acceptance that we heal, that we really open, and that we really begin to see that we live in an infinite world full of infinite possibility. Acceptance brings the energy of openness, of oneness. Tolerance rings of judgment and separation. Now, sometimes tolerance is the best thing I can do in a given moment, isn't it? Sometimes it's just the most that I can do. Acceptance, not that I'm just accepting the good in my life. I mean acceptance of who I am. Eric Butterworth put it this way. He called it the acceptance quotient. Cool, huh? The acceptance quotient. Acceptance of diversity means to respect other people's differences and backgrounds. Similar, it means recognizing our differences and then seeing the similarities. And tolerance is enduring people, he says. It's just enduring what we're being exposed to, what we're seeing in front of us. I just got to make it through. And I'm still nice and I don't say anything mean. I don't complain about the pepper, and I'm tolerating the soup. That's what I'm doing. And my friend wants to feed me and heal me and be in community with me. And I'm just tolerating the soup. Do you see the difference? Can you see places in your life that might be helpful? To move from a place of tolerance to a place of acceptance? Acceptance encourages other people to see as individuals. We see them as individuals rather than groups of people. Tolerance is a level of ability that someone has to recognize and respect other values and differences. I gotta do that. The word tolerate means to put up with something. Perhaps tolerance is our defense against the fear that there might be some other way to do it than the way I'm doing it. Perhaps tolerance is the defense against stepping into a bigger thought. Because that comes with responsibility. Because acceptance doesn't mean we just get to sit around and go, well, I accept that. It doesn't mean we don't set boundaries. It doesn't mean that we're in agreement. It means that we're willing to accept someone where they are. And when we do that, we can actually sit at those tables and make a difference when we have those conversations. But if we're just all sitting there tolerating each other, we're really not getting anything done. And if you're doing that in your life, I just offer up the thought, you may not be getting anything done. I offer up the thought that if you're just tolerating what life throws at you, and it's going to throw it at you, if you're just tolerating that, you're missing the opportunity to be blessed by the experiences. What is it saying here? So perhaps tolerance is that defense. And if we can get a hold of that thought, if we can start to kind of wrap our head around that a little bit, we can realize, like Albert Einstein said, you get to decide, do you live in a friendly world or an unfriendly world? And we make the conscious choice that we live in a friendly world, and we begin to accept ourselves as we are. Suddenly, judging others isn't near as easy. And the round tables become round, and we actually talk about things that matter. And we change things that need to be changed. And we do that in our life. Now, that acceptance quotient, as the capability of individuals to accept multiple facets, that's what it is. That's the quotient. It's our ability to take in multiple facets of any given situation, he says, and to manage and to adjust our emotions so that we're adapting to our environment. Doesn't that sound like more fun than, okay, I'll just eat the soup? It just seems like it's a healthier way to be as we look at our own acceptance quotient. And I mean, really look at it. Because we agree, right, that it's undebatable that this needs to happen collectively in our consciousness across the planet. It's critical. And I'm not going to show you that graph again. But it's critical. And it begins right here. Right here. When I can look in the mirror and say, I accept every part of you. Bring it on, girl. Because I accept every part of you. I'm going to love everything about you and change the things that don't bring you peace. And move away from the things that separate me from knowing my divinity. I promise that's what I'm going to do. Once a day, looking in the mirror, I accept you wholly, fully, truly. Say it with me. I accept you wholly, truly, fully. Once a day, we'll change the planet. Acceptance doesn't mean that we condone bad behavior. Acceptance doesn't mean I have to agree. And it does not mean that I'm given up. Maybe when I'm clear and I have stood in a place of acceptance, the divine creative nature of who I am will drop in. And I'll know the next right thing to do. That is divinely guided. That is really, authentically the expression of who I came to be. Maybe. By starting with accepting myself. There was a gentleman, Abid Naskar is his name. Acceptance of all humans as our own kind doesn't weaken us or belittle us in any manner. Rather, it only magnifies our innate humanity and brings out the true human. No fear. No hate. Who could I be if I raised my acceptance quotient? How would I show up in situations that sometimes my behavior is questionable? Am I being tolerant or am I being accepting? To make a difference, we have to understand differences, Syed Shukra says. It's such a cool thing to step into a place of acceptance and feel the freedom of that. Do you feel the breathing room in that? Take a deep breath. Ooh, what would the world look like? What would it look like? And there was a term that I came across by a PhD, his name's Rick Hansen, and he said this, in your wise brain. It's a really cool blog if you get a chance. He says it's about opening out. That's how we start the journey of acceptance. It's about opening out. Don't fool yourself. Check those places out. Are you being tolerant or are you being accepting? Am I just tolerating this about myself or have I moved into full acceptance? Can I plug this in out there in the world and see a difference? And I say, yes, you can. It's freeing when we step into accepting ourselves and the divine nature that each of us are. Thank you.
This ain't coming from no prophet, just an ordinary man.
Yeah.
When I close my eyes, I see the way this world shall be when we all walk hand in hand. When the last child cries for a crust of bread, when the last man dies for just words that he said, when the shelter over the poorest head, then we shall be free. When the last thing we notice is the color of skin, and the first thing we look for is the beauty within, when the skies and the ocean are clean again, then we shall be free. Oh, oh, we shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight and walk proud, 'cause we shall be free. When we're free to love anyone we choose, when this world's big enough for all different views, when we all can worship from our own kind of pews, well, then we shall be free. We shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight and walk proud, 'cause we shall be free. Keep that clap going. And when money talks for the very last time, and nobody walks a step behind, when there's only one race, and that's mankind, then we shall be free. Oh, oh, we shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight and walk proud, 'cause we shall be free. Do it one more time, ready? We shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight and walk proud, 'cause we shall be free. Stand straight and walk proud, 'cause we shall be free.
So the story about that is that song is from the 90s, and Garth Brooks was doing the Super Bowl, and they said, "You can't sing that song." And he said, "Then I'll walk." Let's hear it for Garth Brooks. Come on down here. Come on down here. So, and haven't we evolved? Haven't we evolved? Yeah. Think about what our... Yeah, that's a good thing. Thank you, Ryan Biter. So don't forget our gift for you table over there. And in the Serenity Room, you will find a whole big bookshelf of books. And please help yourself to those. Let us know if you have any questions. Remember, everything you want to know about the ministry can be found at unityofflagstaff.org. We thank you again for your ongoing support. Let's bless these baskets. Together we say, we accept our abundance. We demonstrate our gratitude in the sharing of our gifts. We give and receive as we are inspired. Go forward, my friends. And again, we say thank you to those who donated, helped sort, and helped sell at the garage sale. Thank you. And a big thank you to Tom and Shar Snipes, because we couldn't have had a garage sale without a garage. All right. And as you're comfortable, stand, and we'll do a little bit, We Shall Be Free. What do you think, Ryan? Can we do that? And they'll help you sing along, because I gave them the words. What do you think?
That was the plan.
Yeah, that was the plan. All right, let's stand up. Here we go. We're going to do this thing. Yeah, sing it like you mean it.
We shall be free.
Here we go.
We shall be free. Stand straight and walk proud. We shall be free. Do it again.
Okay, let's do it again.
Oh, we shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight and walk
I know,
proud.
but we're not doing that today.
We shall be free.
Yeah! And we are now going to bless our bounty. And we say, thank you, Spirit. Bless the gifts. Bless the givers. Bless the receivers. Bless our acceptance. And so it is. And Marsha wanted to remind us that this is Celebration Sunday. We're not doing it today, but if you're having a birthday this month, happy birthday, anything you're celebrating, we're celebrating you. We'll be handing out flowers when the minister remembers to stop and pick them up. All right, so, and if anybody wants to volunteer for that job, I am open. So, not the minister part. Just the flowers. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us wherever we are. God is, and all is well. Create an amazing week, my friends.
I'm sorry.
No. And oops.
Definitely.
We shall be free.